Get on your bikes and ride.
Get on your bikes and ride!
Well, after tonight, there's only 4 more times.
3, 2, 1.
Hear that.
Contact. Show 321. 3, 2,
Oh,
1.
yeah.
Contact.
Right on.
Contact is the
Final contact? No, Final Countdown, the movie with the Nimitz going through the thing. That was pretty good.
And a Kirk Douglas, I think.
It could have been good.
It's on Tubi, probably.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Tubi's got me a little bit because even though I don't necessarily like commercial stuff, it's still...
They have the KGB JFK assassination files hosted by Roger Moore.
They've got
even though the Warren Commission said that it was a lone assassin.
I don't know what kind
He
of...
has the big O's going, and it's awesome.
I don't know what kind of television you have, but I have an LG in the living room. And, so you can get the over-the-air television, and then you plug in your thing, and ours is an Apple TV, and that's what I almost always use. But for some reason, I was looking for, I think I was looking for, I don't know, some game or something. And I never noticed before that they have all these IP TV stations. And I don't think they used to have that. And there's like several hundred of them.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like a Samsung will have their own streaming platform.
Well, I guess
Roku has their own.
I might have to get rid of my $40 a month Apple subscription, even though I use other stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, you take it away, and then you get back in going
I'm kind of locked into
the no Apple ID number.
They just introduced the new iPhone 17.
All 7 versions of it?
I think there's only one version to buy.
There is 4.
1.
4.
There's 1.
4.
There's 1.
4.
The only one to buy is the iPhone 17 Pro, at least for me.
Well, they have I'm sorry, yada yadas.
Well, the only reason
One has a larger screen and has thicker Gorilla Glass glue.
Gorilla Glue.
Whatever the hell.
The only thing I ever upgrade for, and this is a couple of years old now, is the camera capabilities and the video, and that is something that
the shit you
has become
with your photoing,
as
opposed to
the potato phone.
Whatever potato phone. Oh, but see, I do that. It turns the light on. I do that. It turns the light on.
Oh, I think I have to tap 3 times on the I don't know. I had it set up so you could just tap.
Well,
on
I
the
found
back
that out by kind of accident.
and
then I looked into it and I was like, oh, shit, okay.
I don't even use it for phone calls. I'm not sure. It's just a computer in my pocket.
The age of wonder.
So we were on that the full moon beach ride Redux.
Yes, I'm still blowing sand out of the vehicle. I had a lot more sand than I thought in there.
Okay, so one of the things I did before the ride was because I had to set up the North Paw for Kate to borrow, and I wanted to make sure my bike was set up, is totally clean the drivetrains and used Squirt. It's a lube, wax-based. When I got back, there's almost no sand on the drivetrains. I'm like, this is awesome. I mean, there's sand everywhere else, but the fact that it isn't gummed up and sticking to the chain I knew this before. I haven't been riding on the beach much because we haven't had beach riding, so I'm using, rock and roll lube or something that's got a little bit of an oil base, and this is way better because cleanup was like minutes. I think maybe bouncing it. The problem was putting it in the vehicle wet.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of bump something and it all goes onto the floor.
Yes.
all the dried sand goes down.
Yeah,
on
the little contraption I had with the bungee, and it kind of went leany, and it just kind of went, just kept bouncing like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yoing, 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 yoing. So it was kind of knocking all the sand off of the rig.
I could see that.
The entire time. So
what? Why are we tippy-angly here? What's going on?
The world is going on axis.
I was almost ready to fall
and
down.
On ride, I brought
weird.
the Sky High Ride, which I picked up outside of Devil's Lake.
I don't think I had any of that on the ride.
No, you went, oh, no, thank you.
What about
it's
now?
Distilled
what about
bottled.
Now?
I didn't realize this until today. Wollersheim Winery in Prairie du Sac. The one that makes like those little bottles that you always see at like Uptown or whatever.
Well,
it's rye whiskey with apple cider. Not
All right.
essentially trying. I mean, it scarily looks like a Fireball,
Yeah.
but it is not
Good.
It's not the cinnamony. It's got a little apple taste.
Have you had the Jägermeister Orange yet?
Mm-mm.
There's
no need for
it
things
is
that name.
so much better than regular Jägermeister. It's unbelievable.
This is just like whiskey and an apple cider cocktail.
I think I would have said no to you. Straight rye whiskey.
Yeah. There's like no messing around.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. It's like,
I don't know why I would have said no. Maybe because I would still had miles and miles before the end of the day to ride.
could have been. And yes, everyone was like, no, don't triple T it. Even though I did get caught in a little rock run into the lake. Right, just kept going.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm going in. I'm like,
yeah.
okay, I got to put a foot down just to get me back.
Well,
to
yeah,
the
once
shore.
you go over that little edge, then you're like,
Yeah, it's like, oh. But
I'm glad you were able to pull it back because
and I only,
that's
only
easy.
got wet from knee down, and that was my plan, and I stayed that way.
That's easy to get sucked out too.
Yes. Yeah,
And then you tip over, and then you're entirely wet. So on this particular ride, I was surprised actually that we made it. This was much less water than the Triple T.
I kept waiting for like currents to come through, but and then I thought about it towards the end, going like, no, this is a completely different event.
Yeah. But we made it significantly past where we did last time, and I looked at the map, and I think maybe Friday, maybe Sunday, although after Strummerfest, I'm not sure how Sunday will feel. But coming the other way from Harrington Beach State Park,
Okay.
which in the past we've done a race from Port Washington to Harrington Beach and back, and it's like 9 miles, and we were like basically halfway there.
Oh,
So for those strong cycling types, maybe doing a quick race up there and back would be kind of fun. I think Mache won it the year we did it, and it was like he did it in under an hour or something. It was just like crazy fast.
No.
On the beach, on a fat bike, whatever. But be that as it may, we didn't do that yet, and I haven't determined whether it's completely open all the way there yet. So
Gotcha.
I have to.
Well, yeah, I looked back at my my timeline just to see what the thing of anything with a mapping system. I guess unless you like really pay for something laser focused on you with the satellites and Starlinks and whatever.
Like the old Facebook Go, which was so awesome. Or Move, or what was it called?
Moves.
That was good.
Moves.
Why did that go away?
Even when it kind of like flickered out, it was good enough. And normally that's what Google Timeline is on Google Maps, except for Saturday night's ride. So it goes from point to point and back of cycling, but the count is 42 miles.
Oh.
I was like,
boy, we put in some good miles there.
I was like, hell. All right.
I'm all right with 42.
Yeah. It was, I'm like,
for what was an 8.5 mile ride or whatever, sure.
yeah, it was like I think it said like 2.5 hours, so like 42 miles. I'm like, right on.
So we had some seasoned beach riders and one first-time rider.
Yeah.
Long-time listener.
And yeah.
She was distancing us at the end of it. I'm like, you go, girl.
Yeah, that's when I turned my light off. I'm like, hey, it's by the light of the silvery moon. But yeah, I can't keep up.
Well, yeah. So I was going to try and video some of it, but here's the deal: there's no light out there, even when there is a little bit of light.
Yeah, you have to wait for the lightning storm over the lake to get
right.
the good
well,
light.
with the iPhone doing its trickery, there were some pictures that were able to be taken in the very low light of the full moon, but they were like 3-second exposures. But trying to do video, guess what you get? Bubkiss.
Mm-hmm. Potato phone. Look at there's a big shiny thumb.
Speaking of potato phone, let's see what happens here. I gotta try this out. Let's see. Push this button. Push that button. Oh well, I don't know. I guess I don't know what I'm doing right now. I thought we had this dialed in.
It's so frustrating.
You know what we could do is go back to the old way that actually worked perfectly every time.
Oh?
Yeah, no, let's do that. But give me just like a minute to switch over to doing that thing. And then call that number you had, 717-727-2453.
That spells bike.
Mark Peterson, everybody. Hey, you know what? I could always cut this shit out too. Or not. I don't care. What really? Does anybody watch the show anyway?
Well, it's
but
part of the charm.
Here's the deal.
It's part of the charm.
I don't know. Sometimes technology works, and other times it doesn't actually do what you want it to do.
Cycling podcast. You may listen to the show while waiting. A beeping noise will indicate when you are on with the host.
But I want to be the host. This is not what I want.
You have to hit pound.
Oh, oh yeah. Wait a second.
Or star.
Goodbye. I got those. Okay, so that part works. Mark can call in. Now I got it. Stupid phone. Stupid Sven. I just got to say, we had a thing that worked for, I don't know, over 10 years, and then I tried to goof it up just because I wanted the audio quality to be a little better.
Thank you for calling MoneyGram Agent Support Line.
What?
For English?
No, that's not the right thing either. What the? Oh, it's 818. Okay. Well, you know what?
Thank you for calling the Hotline Studios.
I think that cost me $300.
If you want to talk to Cassandra,
Thank
plus
you for calling
$3.
Call-in Studios host
I think
and
that
call
cost me
screener
like
line.
$300.
Please enter your show or meeting number and press pound.
I will do that right now. Thank you. Ha ha ha.
Enter your 6-digit PIN number.
Okay.
No,
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey.
Yeah, we can hear you. I had this vision of the new way to work better and sound better, but at the same time, it didn't sound anything at all. So, welcome to the radio program, caller. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing, man? Long time no hear. How's everything going for you guys?
It is, it's going well. We're kind of winding down this version of this show and having, well, obviously way too much fun, even though it wasn't doing what we wanted it to do. How about yourself?
Sure. Well, I'm finding ways to be positive through challenging situations. Let's put it that way.
Ta-da.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much the world we live in these days, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I just recently had a diagnosis come through from a doctor. They believe that I've got a condition called endogenous Cushing syndrome, and it's where my body's flooded with cortisol. So it's just an inflammation of just every part, and so everything hurts, everything aches, everything's jacked up, and just a myriad of other symptoms that I've been experiencing for years that have been getting worse and worse. So I'm hoping that we can find a resolution of that and I can kind of reclaim my life, because bicycles have been just something that I've been working on, not riding in. It's kind of bumming me out, bro.
So is it like a fibromyalgia kind of thing, or adjacent to it, or totally different?
I to be honest with you, I don't have enough technical knowledge to be able to tell you whether they're adjacent or not. All I know for sure is that there are a couple different causes of it, and one of them is being a tumor next to your pituitary gland in your brain.
Dang.
And they have to do surgery to repair that.
Ain't nobody going near my brain, brother.
Basically, my body is just getting flooded by self-produced that one chemical that I was talking about, the
cortisol?
inflammation chemical.
Yeah. Cortisol.
There we go. Yeah.
Well,
that's other than that, other than not riding as much, life is good, man. I'm finding life better and better. How about you guys?
Well, in that I am trying to let go of stuff that I've been holding on to for a long time, including to some extent this show, which has always it to me it's more of a financial burden than it is a mental one, but I love doing the show. It's one of, otherwise I wouldn't even be here tonight. I'd just be like, fuck this shit. I'm not doing that anymore. But various other.
I was curious as to why you were ending it.
Well, it's just that I have been.
You just told me.
We haven't been. I haven't been very good at trying to make money at it, but it's not something that will make money either. So it's like a labor of love kind of thing. But when those things start to impact your other love lives with your family and your wife and whatnot, then it might be time to investigate what's actually super important versus what's just fun to do on a Wednesday night.
Or Tuesday.
That is
whichever it was. It's been a couple different, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I didn't want to
get existential.
Yeah, but
no worries. I kind of understand, because it's kind of like a radio show where we just talk and all that kind of stuff, and maybe not a whole lot of revisits on YouTube and all that on the different channels. Maybe it's just kind of the core group listens to it, and that's about that. If you guys did videos on bike repairs or all the cool stuff you guys do with bikes, I know that stuff would get watched over and over again.
I mean, the YouTube channel is somewhat of a bright point. That's not necessarily the show itself, but other stuff that we're doing is doing reasonably well. And all these are incremental gains. So we're working towards that, 4,000 hours you need to monetize your damn YouTube channel. But it's just, it's taking longer than I anticipated. And that's because I've been not paying attention to what actually works on YouTube, because I really don't like what works on YouTube. So I was kind of hoping we could figure out a way where enough people would be like, oh, I kind of hate all that, clickbait shit and all that stuff. But at
just
the same,
take my money.
At the same time, the people are just, psychology is what it is, and people do what they do because their dopamine brain chemistry says that's what you have to do now. And we're, that's maybe not what we do. I don't know. But
no, I hear that. I hear that, man.
I mean, we're JK and I want to do something a little more Milwaukee centric, since we do talk about Milwaukee on the show quite a bit anyway. But it's more focused on Milwaukee, which I think, there's, 1.5 million people in the Milwaukee metro area. So if it's focused on Milwaukee and surrounding areas, maybe that gets a little more buy-in. And then on the full spectrum side, I don't know. I've been trying to come up with something that is more industry, event, and rider based. Just basically you can be on the next show, because interviewing people like yourself is kind of what I kind of envisioned the original show to be. And
I'll be at home.
And for that one,
yes, of course.
Yeah, for that show.
I know this.
Right.
I know my station. I know my station.
No. We've got an idea for a new one. Hopefully in the next week or two, we'll kind of semi-debut the idea and see if we can figure out what that's about. But be that as it may, I know that you got a new roommate recently, or a month or 2 or 5 ago, that is also a bike guy.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, how's that working out?
I really did not expect it to work out super good. I've been kind of a hermit forever, and I've lived by myself, and I'm weird. Like I like things a certain way, and when it's not that way, I get upset and frustrated, and I've got some OCDs and stuff. But all in all, it's turned out to be a really, really positive thing. My roommate's name is JP, and he's been in the bicycle industry actively for 30 years. In fact, he was one of the very first guys that sold me some of my very first bikes out of a local bike shop. So it's kind of cool that down the road, we're occupying the same space. We have a lot of the same thoughts and feelings about stuff, and just kind of two bros that love bikes, that live in the same pad. It eases my financial responsibilities, and in this day and age, I'll take that every day of the week.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
I was
it's really cool.
I was relating to JK how our intrepid government sent me my very first stipend for having worked my whole freaking life, as I turned 62 in July, and I'm like, it actually worked. I got a couple bucks. I don't feel too bad about that. I mean, in my current situation, it's a drop in the bucket. It's not really. I've dug a pretty good hole, and it's like one finger in one spot on the dike, but there's many others still popping off. So, but here's the thing.
Before you know it, you have a finger in every hole.
That's what she said.
Right, and then you have to spread your toes.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing. It actually did work, and I am, now receiving a small, it's better than a sharp stick in the eye. I honestly never thought I would get it because I've been self-employed for so long.
I'm still wondering whether I'll see it or not. I'm 55, so I'm 7 years away. Well, I could start right now if I thought the administration would allow it, but I don't think they will. But
yeah,
right so now 62, so 7 more years, and then I don't know if it'll still be here, dude. I'm actually pretty worried about what our country's going through. So
I get you.
Well, to be fair, the only reason I took it now is because I don't know what's happening down the road. My wife we're fortunate in that she's going to have a decent pension, and also if she can wait until 70, then she'll be, maxing that out. But will it still be here? Now that's a long ways away for her because she's younger than I am. But, So I'm not. I guess this is the Social Security Administration portion of the show.
Well, I was going to go, Mark, at the 55. That's my not finish line, but benchmark. I just turned the 53 of the yesterday, so I've got 1 year.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you kindly. 1 year and 364 days until all the years that I put into this one place in their trust fund. We don't have a 401k. As soon as you turn 55, they double it. They match it 100%. Wow. I could take it out right now. I could take it out right now and get everything. But if I wait until that, they double it. So that is totally and now I can pull the ripcord and get the hell away from you.
You've got an incentive there.
Oh, right? That is a massive carrot on the stick. I mean, then Tex Avery style.
Well, once you double up on the money, you can afford that $1,000 Lego Death Star.
Oh, good Lord. There's so many things I could just, I would just impulse buy, just like the motorcycle from Kyle. Just to have that and then flaunt it.
In the same garage?
Yes. Yes. Little baby nuanced, petty, dumb things to buy. Yes.
Yeah.
But not yet.
So
this is the dream world I live in, the aspirational, 3 years down the line. I don't want to deal with right now. It's a little exhausting.
So, Mark, you said you were working on bicycles.
So it sounds like you guys. Oh, I apologize. Go ahead.
I was just saying, you said you've been working on bicycles, but not riding so much. What have you been doing for working on bikes?
Well, I've been working on a 1973 Stella, and it's just a vintage bike for a young lady that is my friend's sister-in-law, I guess. And she wanted a full rebuild restoration. And that's my bag. I love doing that stuff. And she said, by the way, I don't need it back anytime soon. I'm not going to be back in the country for a while, so take it for quite a while. So I didn't have any time limits on it, which was very nice. And it's just therapeutic for me to go through and I know it sounds silly, but after you polish every single nut and bolt on a bike, when you put it together, there's just kind of a magical feeling that happens for me.
Right on. So while you're doing that, you're doing the polishing and you're doing the restoration. Are you fully in the moment, or do you have YouTube videos on in the background, or music, or your friends talking to you, or is this just a total Zen thing?
All of the above.
Depending on, is it Monday, Tuesday?
My kitchen's a bike shop, so I'm always working on a bike. We're cooking dinner, I'm working on a bike. It's one of those things, and I can't tell you how grateful I am that I made that decision about 20 years ago to turn my kitchen into a bike shop.
Well, yeah. Pass me a 9/16 and a spatula, please.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
you never know. Something breaks in the kitchen, boom, you got tools.
Mm-hmm. All right, so since this is probably a fairly unique situation, I don't know how many people that are bike people and cook people have a kitchen that's a bike shop, but maybe instead of bike packing out there in the middle of nowhere in a tent and making coffee on a stupid $200 thing that makes fire, you could just do stuff in your kitchen. People could send you product, And it's like, yeah, I'm not going to go ride, but I'm going to use it in my kitchen, and I'm going to be working on bikes when I do that. It's some kind of YouTube.
Yeah,
it's some kind of YouTube thing. This is some kind of YouTube thing right
There's
here.
an OnlyFans kink.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is.
Okay.
It is.
As long as he's working barefoot, then it's fine.
One of the other cool things
Sit on
that
the
I'm doing
occasional
for my
cupcake.
clients right now is I'll have clients that come in and I want to try to offer them something that's different than a bike shop. So for a certain extra amount, they can come in and hang out with me while I work on their bikes and ask questions about what I'm doing.
Right on.
Well,
Basically, they get a lesson on how to work on the bike.
Yeah, that makes sense because it was like the old car shop that said it's $50 an hour, $60 an hour if you watch, $70 an hour if you ask questions, and $80 an hour if you bring your wife. Or something. It was like the sign was like it just kept getting more expensive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, but I can serve them coffee or appetizers or whatever because it's in my kitchen and we're all sitting on bar stools, so it's cool.
Right on. Yeah,
Right on.
that sounds awesome.
We got to go visit Mark's kitchen. I think the last time I was out there with you, we went to your parents' house, but I don't think I went to your house. I think we visited your parents for some reason.
Yeah, we went to my parents' house, up in the valley because it was close to the resort where we were doing the saddle drive.
Yeah, saddle drive. Which, I don't know, industry events are kind of goofy now. Well, I miss those days of industry events, basically
meaning something.
Paying for me to go around and have a lot of fun with my buddies. That was great. Those saddle drive
how have
events.
They changed?
It's all AI now. It's all
I don't know. They're much more virtual. They're much more manufacturer specific, and there's way less. There's way less paying for hotels and flights and buying beer. So
yeah, it's about the top people commiserating.
Yeah.
CEO top of spear
because they killed the fun.
Well, apparently we're not relevant enough with fatbike.com anymore to spend a shit ton of money taking us all over the country doing stuff when the companies were making money hand over fist off what we were doing. So
it
is what it is. I guess, things just here's.
Well, I feel like fat biking is going to make a resurgence. I think it's going to come back around, but it just takes about a decade and a half.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's certainly coming back here where we ride because we have the beach back now. So, we've done a couple of full moon rides and I've done some solo stuff and other people out there riding, and we're getting it where
just where in the world.
Even a couple 3 years ago, couple 2 3 years ago over there. You couldn't get a couple 100 yards past the entrance to the beach in Port Washington. Now I think we can go all the way to Harrington Beach, which is 9 miles each way. So, and that's all sand wonderfulness.
I've been seeing those. I've been seeing the pictures of some of the adventures and events you guys have been doing. Man, you guys have a wonderful hopping bicycle community out there. Everything in the Ogden area has kind of dried up as far as like bicycle events things go.
Yeah. So well, speaking of dried up, I know the Great Salt Lake is drying up, isn't there? Can't you? I saw an article about a dude that had something to do with like measuring water or something with climate change, but he lives out there and he has a fat bike and he rides it out on, I don't know if it's a playa, it's the salt, he rides out there on his bike.
Slide on the
And
salt.
he has a bunch of instruments that he plants in the ground or whatever he does with them, and he's university scientist guy. But there's no
scientist hippie.
Yeah,
university scientist
hippies.
Guy. So this is NPR.
So there's no let's just ride around the perimeter of the beach of the lake. I guess I don't know.
Call me in for that gig. I think that'd be the awesomest.
Yeah,
you want me to ride around and look at stuff? All right.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe plant an instrument in the ground. Whatever.
Right here, sound good.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
And then it's the.
Well, that's that's kind of how
like tremors.
Well, that was kind of like this last full moon ride. Somehow I got in the lead. Okay, you lead them out. Okay, and I just got to a point of stopping. I had no really. I don't know this route that well.
It goes north and then it turns around and it goes south.
Yeah, and I felt like we went north enough to stop for.
Oh yeah,
top of the hill or side of the lake.
Top of the hill.
Yeah,
and I was just like, wow.
I'm gonna switch cans here.
Sven got a little curmudgeon-y, I could smell. You're going like, well, he probably would go a little bit further.
What?
And then I felt that. At least I felt it.
Well, it wasn't intentional.
Well, it came off that way. And words hurt, No. But
it was a good time to lower tire pressure and have a beer.
Yes, exactly. It was a little earlier than need be, but whatever.
I figure
if I'm in the lead, then I stop when I want to damn stop.
Damn straight. In fact, when you're riding the beach, you can stop whenever you want and people can keep going because they have to come back the same way.
Exactly.
So eventually you're going to run into them again.
Yeah.
And if you
have to let go of a lot of that emotional connective tissue on people at times because, I think so. And that you're going to get wet at least from the knee down. You have to be resigned for that.
Fortunate this time not to get super soaker.
That'll happen.
But at least the feet. Good Lord.
Mark,
yes.
are you drinking the alcohol these days or not so much?
I am cutting way back. I want to try to do everything I can to give whatever kind of health changes I need to be making the best chance I can possibly give them.
Right.
And they won't do that under a keg of beer.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
I could try, but I'm probably better off if I just kind of
I don't know,
limit a little bit. But
sure.
I'll have a beer every now and then. I try not to overdo it.
Yeah, here's what I'm thinking. All those experts are wrong about climate change, so they must be wrong about our bodies too. And I'm pretty sure that drinking beer is the way to be healthy.
Well, I'm finding out stuff that I ate when I was a kid.
You got to drink a bottle
for me, and the stuff that I wasn't supposed to eat is healthy for me. It's weird. Everything's changed nowadays.
Got to get JFK on the have 12 beers a day plan. It's like, that's good for your body there, brother.
Oh, yeah.
I got a question for you guys. Just I want to hear what's kind of going on financially in the area that you're in. Out here, local bike shops are doing really well with service, but retail is just gone. It's just gone. They're laying off people. I don't have a job this summer because there wasn't enough work.
Yeah, I would say we're kind of in the same boat. Yeah, I mean, my shop is no longer a retail shop. We are a second floor bike store.
Boutique.
More just all we
whatever.
really.
It's on there. Or no, it's not. Studio. Damn it.
Bike studio. But
I've been reading this wrong the whole time.
Mostly, I do service because we know people that need their bike serviced. So, and that is fine because I don't want to be anybody carrying inventory anymore. I'm trying to divest all of the inventory I had from the shop at this point, and then just have the basics, some chains and some cables, and if you need a new derailleur because you crashed your bike or you need whatever, I'm not going to have that part in stock. I'm going to order it, and I'm going to wait a day or two, and then we'll fix your bike. And that's how it worked before the pandemic. That's basically what we did anyway. So all the stuff I had in the retail shop wasn't really repair stuff. It was more bags for your bike packing thing. It was more clothing because it's stuff that was ancillary to the actual operation of your bike.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you probably have more parts in your house than I have in my shop, dude.
I was thinking the other day about 2012, 2013 when I first met you guys, and fat biking was just popping off, and the excitement and energy that was in it, and like suddenly it went from a sport that there was only like 3 manufacturers of, that suddenly there was 100 different companies making fat bikes, and then the market got super saturated, and everyone went, that's too much, and now they're gone. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, it's the gravel bikes took over all that until we're going to get something new.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is right now, Mark. I'm going to tell you today, right here, right now.
It's right here.
It's the 30.
Breaking news.
It's the 32-inch wheeled bike. That's the new thing.
Oh, I was going to go 36. Damn.
I mean, there was a bunch.
You're moving to the penny bar thing
in about 4 years.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them at the Maid Show. There's a bunch of them at Eurobike.
No, I'm just saying something like a clunker penny farthing, a 36, 29,
16.
Oh yeah. Oh God, if you want to get,
I don't know.
Yeah, living your life in a wheelie fashion.
Yeah. Oh, it's all nutty.
So I've been working on this vintage bike, and I'm working on the levers, and there's a scratch in the levers, so I can sand the levers and then buff the levers out so they look almost brand new. You cannot do that with modern bike parts. I started realizing all this beautiful work that I'm doing on these vintage bikes and stuff. You can't do that to new bikes. They just don't. They're not conducive to being polished or reconditioned or shaped up or whatever. They don't have that same kind of, I don't know, panache. Everything seems to be a little bit disposable. Like you're only supposed to have the bike for one season. Then
I was going to say
someone else.
A Bic lighter.
Well, yeah, I think, I mean, and I came before I was in, actually before and after I was in the bike industry. I was in the automotive industry, and I worked at many places as a service advisor, and basically you're slamming parts. That thing, it could be repaired, but we're just going to go ahead and get a new one. You know, it's like,
yeah.
I don't know, silly stuff.
And I kind of think all the componentry nowadays is ugly. It's all like flat black and boring, and rear derailleurs are the size of a football now.
Right, and that's why they're black. That's
elegant.
Black is thinning
anymore.
Black is thinning, Mark. That's why you don't want a silver derailleur the size of with pulleys the size of a silver dollar on them.
Yes, have you seen me in my Strummers?
Right,
Strummerfest shirt. It gets a little sausage casing feely.
All right. Okay.
As a footnote, I think we are going to see some silver coming back in the market here soon. I think that's a new trend.
Well, between like Velo Orange and Rene Hurst and a few of the and Rivendell that are still into the classical look, even Rivendell with their new derailleur, for God's sake. Yes, I do not think you're incorrect, and that there are people out there that still like this kind of throwback,
classic.
Well, and thank God for the Maid show. How awesome is that show? The Maid show. I would love to go see that thing, man.
Yeah, it would be something that it's on my radar. But if it's always going to be in Portland, I don't know. I mean, the old Handmade Bike Show was awesome. Went to several of those, and it was in a different city every year, which meant you got to experience different bike cultures every year, which is kind of what I thought the whole point was, except for the real, bike jewelry makers to make their bicycle jewelry. But really, it was to get there and meet all the people, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I'll tell you what. It's been wonderful talking to you guys.
Yeah, right on.
I miss y'all desperately. I wish we could go ride together, and I hope you guys have a great evening. Love you guys, and I will talk to you in the near future. Let's go pedal.
Okay, Mark. Thanks for being on the show.
Right on. Thanks, man.
Thank you for having me. Later.
Bye. Mark Peterson, everybody. He's been, I don't know how many shows he's been on. Since we were doing Weekly Dose of Fat, he's been on a lot of shows.
More than two hands.
Yeah. And
lasted a couple times.
And maybe toes. I'm hoping that
heads, fingers, knees, and toes.
His health gets to where he can be more.
It did sound like a fibromyalgia.
Kinda. I mean,
that was a different. I don't hear about that phrase.
That malady.
Currently, so it sounds like
there's something of that nature.
A new branding.
I don't know. Maybe it's just when you're 62 years old, your body just hurts.
It's not the years, it's the mileage, son.
Bouncing off all those trees and all that
I'm
shit.
telling you. Yeah. There's a bit of creaking on these young
we covered
bones
most of
mine.
We covered most of the junk on this list. One thing I do want to mention, just because...
It's in caps.
Did I say this before?
You said it was in caps.
I know, but did I actually mention it on the show?
No.
So the call-in, I don't know. Now that we had to use it.
No, you had to use it, so it didn't really goddamn matter. So I thought it kind of...
All right.
Yeah.
Well, at some point...
It was.
In the not-too-distant future.
It was important before it was useful.
Before it was needed. Fucking thing worked great last week.
Oh, shit. I was waiting.
It's the exact same thing that I did with Schlabowski last week.
This was like a Looney Tunes. Like, you lit your own fuse, and it just like went...
Damn thing. Lake Effect Surf Shop's closing.
That stinks. Everything on the why does everything near me financially? Well, yeah, like on that same on that same block, on that same little row. They used to have International Foods, and that went away.
Well, and the surf shop was there for close to 10 years.
Yeah, and on the same thing is Clicks, owned by Run DMC guy, which is hilarious and cool. The guy from Run DMC has a shop in Shorewood on Capitol on the same building as like.
Oh, is he the shoe guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Clicks.
Oh yeah. So you know, I mean, I know that people don't think that Wisconsin should have a surfing culture, but they do.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, right down the damn road.
Yeah.
At Atwater. I mean, it's not the most robust. It
ain't no Sheboygan. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Sheboygan. Oh, they got the breakers. You could hide a Volkswagen in them.
Apparently, they will continue. There were 20-foot waves up on Lake Superior, so I don't know, whatever. Apparently, they'll continue online as it's to some extent. I don't know if it's
well. They do the music. I mean, they were doing live at Lake Effect.
Yeah.
Trapper Shep has an investment with them.
Yeah.
And that's why he was able to get like Craig Finn and big people and da-da-da-da-da. So somebody's going to resuscitate this.
Also, this is my favorite thing of the week in Milwaukee right now. Upgrades at the Vivarium.
Why?
Because the stage is now 27 inches high instead of...
Oh, higher or lower?
Higher.
I thought they were giving us the lifts.
No, they're giving the stage the lifts. And that means the peoples are up there.
Well, they listened to somebody.
They also did the HVAC system so that the sound does not escape and piss the neighbors off as much.
Well,
Amanda Huff was just in there.
I know, yeah. Oh, Strangelander?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well,
that would have been good. That could have, yeah. That's a good venue for that, for her haunting voice. At times,
have not seen her since down the block here at the Linnemans.
Oh, when they had like bistro seating for frick's sake. They had all the seats. They had chairs.
This is peppery.
Yes, it is. It's not hot. No, it's peppery.
It's peppery.
Yeah, it's like a grain belt beer, which I brought with me, but I didn't want to haul around bottles. So they were back at the van.
All right. Well, let's.
All right. Am I boring you, Greg?
No,
Sven?
but
yeah,
now,
yes.
But now my whole world has changed because I was going to get rid of that thing, and now we only have 4 shows left. What if we had 14 shows left? I don't know.
Well, I'm going to ride my bike on Saturday from somewhere down to Garibaldi for the Strummer Fest.
This is a thing.
It's a lot of bands that do covers. Allegiance to the Clash, Joe Strummer, everything in there.
It's the best event, one of the best events.
I think it's like 20-ish. It's $30 with a T-shirt.
Get yourself a T-shirt.
It all goes to Milwaukee Public School music program. Like
sweet,
like 100% of the money at the door goes to the music programs of MPS. So
this is a good thing.
I mean. If nothing else, it's boom, a cool donation to a cool cause that needs some damn help.
That's a good thing.
Mentally and financially at this
time. Good thing. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mark Peterson, for calling in.
Thank you, Mark.
It was just like, we haven't talked to Mark for a while, so that was a good thing. I don't even know what I'm doing over here. I'm pushing a button.
You're hitting that button. Bye.